Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another bookish vlog, doing book stuff, one of those kinds of videos. I film a lot of those on my channel, so if you like those kind of bookish weekends / reading vlogs, kind of like a fusion of all things bookish, you've come to the right place. Welcome. We're just gonna be chilling, doing some reading. I do have a book haul to show you guys, which I actually filmed a couple days ago just because I could not wait. As soon as I got the package, I had to open it. I couldn't wait for the weekend. So I will insert that clip shortly after this. Just gonna be a super cozy, chill sort of bookish video. I'm gonna get some reading done. I'm gonna show you guys that book haul shortly, and that's all. I'll probably go to a couple of cafes, get some coffee, read while I'm at the cafes, just super cozy, chill vibes. Show you guys the book haul. So I'll insert that clip now. Enjoy. Hi guys, I just got back from work and I've got a very exciting package in the mail. One of my incredibly kind and incredible YouTube friends, KASS, the modern bookwoman. I will tag her below and link her channel. You guys have to check her out. Her and I have been like chatting on Instagram for a couple of weeks now. We talk about everything. Books, life, love, the world, so many things. We really have like long chats on Instagram, and she's such an absolute sweetheart. She wanted to send me, well, I thought she was just sending me one book, but from the feel of this, I feel like there's 2 or 3 books in here. KASS flicked me a message about a week ago and she was like, I really want to send you, well, again, I thought she was just gonna send me one book, but I think she sent me a couple more, which is just too sweet. And so she sent me this, I think, a week ago, but because I live in New Zealand, like Amazon just takes a while to get here. It's not fast like in the United States. And so I'm gonna open and see what she got me. Oh my god, I honestly feel like a kid on Christmas Day. It does feel like there's 3 books in here. Oh my god, KASS, I'm gonna kill you. I can't believe you got me 3 books. It's too nice. Oh, you guys, this is actually mental. I posted the mid-year book tag, I think 2 days ago, and she made this order about like a week ago, 8 days ago, something like that. My mid-year book tag, one of the questions was, which new release has come out that you haven't read yet but really want to? And you know what, I'm gonna insert my clip so you will see. Second new release I haven't read but I really want to is Crimson Moth. It's called Crimson Moth where I am, but I think in the States it's called Heartless Hunter. I made that video after she sent me this. This is how like in tune we are with each other. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. KASS, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. This is actually crazy. I'm gonna insert another clip from my mid-year book tag, which again, I filmed after she sent me this package, after the order was placed. Third question is new releases you haven't read yet but want to. One of them is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Now I know that this is like a standalone romance in an interconnected sort of series, and I know I can read it by itself, but a lot of people have said it's so much better if you read, I think it's Part of Your World, then Yours Truly, and then Just for the Summer. So in order to get to Just for the Summer, which I've heard nothing but good things about, like I've heard no one say a bad thing about it. Everyone's giving it like a 4 or 5 stars, so I'm so intrigued by it. I plan to read that soon. I just need to read the other ones first. So as you can see in that clip, I said I really wanted to read Just for the Summer, but I said I don't want to read it yet because I've heard that it's part of this interconnected like standalone series, but that you have to read Part of Your World first. You have to be kidding me. You actually have to be kidding me. Oh, this is insane. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is my first ever Abby Jimenez book. I remember she said there's a note in here. I completely forgot to grab it. This is so crazy. She says, this is the first of an interconnected series, but you should read them in order. Abby writes the best romances that feel like literary fiction, makes me swoon, but also makes me pee my pants laughing at times. All 4.5 to 5 stars from Cassandra. You know, I might wait to read the other notes once I see the last book, just in case I spoil myself. Oh, this one's a bit thicker. I have been meaning to read this series for so long. I read my first Frederick Backman book, I think a few weeks ago, and it was A Man Called Ove, and I said I loved his writing, and I've heard that his Beartown series is just phenomenal. Like, best characters, best world building. Oh my god. Wow, we are so in tune with each other. I also said I wanted to read Anxious People and just get more into this author. Oh, you guys. So fucking nice. I just can't believe people like this exist. Cass, thank you so much. I'm gonna message her right now. She was like, you have to message me your reaction. So she must have known that what she got me was something that I obviously had been talking about, or I don't know. Beartown is my favorite Backman book. It's a slow build with a rewarding payoff. Important topics, part of a trilogy, but this book alone is fabulous. And then for The Crimson Moth, she wrote, my most recent fantasy romance with witchy vibes. I hope you love it too. Plus it's a gorgeous cover. It really is. It really is. You guys. Honestly, my heart feels so full. Thank you so much, Cass, for sending me this. Guys, please check out her channel. She is just an absolute sweetheart, so kind, and also very wise. Like, when she speaks, I'm like, there's a lot of wisdom there. And yeah, I just absolutely adore her. Thank you so much. How exciting, right? Thank you so much again, Cass. I'm still not over it. It really warmed my heart, and I'm just so grateful. I also do have one more book to show you guys. I did get this book yesterday. My fiance and I went out for a nice coffee. We walked around, we walked past a bookshop. You know me, I see bookshop, I go in. That's just how it goes. I don't think I'd heard of this book before properly, but I've seen it on Instagram. I follow a few like bookish podcast kind of pages. This was on a list I saw somewhere, and it really drew my attention because of the colors of it. It's called I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue. I really like the orange and the pink, like a little office desk. I actually don't think I've read a book like this before. It says on the back that it's darkly funny with a brilliant premise. Think The Office, but for burnt out millennials. It says on the back, would you want to know what your colleagues say behind your back? Jolene certainly doesn't. She's riddled with anxiety, depressed, and hates her coworkers. The less she knows about them, the better. So when a catastrophic IT mess grants her access to all of their emails and private messages, she's initially horrified. The last thing she wants is to be privy to their sad discussions about dying desk plans and marital troubles. That's until, with job cuts looming, she realizes the power this newfound knowledge gives her. But as she digs deeper and deeper into the private lives of her colleagues, Jolene uncovers a lot more than she bargained for. This seems like a really funny sort of book, and I read the first couple of pages while I was in the bookshop, and it's what made me get it. It just seems like it really perfectly captures office life. And I've worked in an office for maybe like the last 5 years, last 6 years maybe. So I've really been in offices for quite a long time. And if you've worked in an office, you just know there's certain things that happen in the corporate world or just in offices that are so, I don't know, entertaining, and it happens in every single office. Like the weird little tension between teams, like the birthday celebration cakes, the emails, just sort of like, I don't know, there's like a whole different way to live inside of a corporate office. And like once you work in it, you sort of get accustomed to the rules and stuff. It's hard to explain, but if you've worked in an office before, you kind of know what I mean. I think even if you don't work in an office, you'd probably enjoy this book. It just seems like it's very witty, and I'm sensing that this author is British. I can't explain it. You know when you read a couple of pages and you can just tell that the author is British? There's like this sort of dry kind of sarcastic, sort of British undertone, do you know what I mean? And I really like books like that and also shows like that, so I think I'm gonna really like this. I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm very excited to read it. I'm not gonna read it just yet. We are going to pick out a new book to read, and I think I already know what I'm gonna pick out. It's probably gonna be The Crimson Moth. I feel kind of bad because it's not on my June TBR. I've kind of been steering away from my June TBR. I've been really bad this month. I think I've only read 3 out of the 8 books from my June TBR so far, so I don't know guys. I've been in a mood reading vibe and I just want to read what I'm in the mood for right now, which is The Crimson Moth. Ever since KASS got it for me, I've just been dying to read it. I really want to read it. I've seen it everywhere and I just... yeah, let's read The Crimson Moth. Picked out our book to read this weekend and it's gonna be The Crimson Moth. I'm seeing this book everywhere. I am so excited to read it. It is a witch and a witch hunter, enemies to lovers, YA fantasy romance. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds very, very, very good to me. It says the only thing more treacherous than being a witch is falling in love. 2 main characters, Rune and Gideon. So Rune is a witch and there's been a revolution. So it seems like back in the days, witches were very, very powerful and like they kind of ruled the world. But then there was a big revolution and everyone was sort of against witches, hunting witches, killing them, just trying to rid the city of witches. So Rune has to sort of hide who she is. She spends her days pretending to be nothing more than a vapid young socialite. Oh, I'm gonna like this because usually socialites, there's gonna be balls and gowns and like, you know, classic fantasy romance where there's like, I don't know, castles and balls and stuff like that. I love when fantasy romances include that, so bonus points already. Rune spends her nights as the Crimson Moth who rescues her kind from being purged. Oh, that's so cool. And then when a rescue goes wrong, Rune decides to throw the witch hunters off her scent by courting the handsome Gideon Sharp. Except Gideon is a notorious and unforgiving witch hunter loyal to the revolution, and falling for him would be deadly. That is gonna be so good. That is a proper enemies to lovers. It sounds high stakes. Like we've got a witch and someone who hates witches and is seeking to kill them all. It doesn't get much more enemies to lovers than that. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's begin. Actually, we won't begin yet. I'm thinking I'll put on like a Crimson Moth playlist.
I know a place where we can go and be alone. So come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me.
Guys, I just made a coffee and I've got the most perfect mug to use while reading this book. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I'm reading a witch and witch hunter book. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Sleeping under stars when it's gone. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me.
Oh guys, I didn't realize it's a dual POV book. That makes me so happy. I love getting both perspectives. I just feel like you kind of get more insight into them. Yes.
Run away with me.
Reading update, guys. I'm now on chapter 7, which is page 42, and so far I am really enjoying the book. It does get into it straight away, which is a reason that I really love YA fantasy romance. Like, it's fast paced, it gets into the story straight away, it's not too overwhelming with like world building and stuff like that. It's just a good time. So yeah, it just jumps into it straight away. I'm really enjoying where I think the story is gonna go. I like both characters so far, and I just have a very good feeling about this book. Very good feeling. I'm gonna take a little break from reading because I've got some like life admin sort of things to do. I've also got a yoga class later today, which my best friend is actually teaching that yoga class. She just graduated. I got her yoga teacher certificate, so I think this is her first proper class teaching, which is going to be so exciting. Like, honestly, I cannot wait. And I think her and I are going to get some coffee afterwards, and then I'm going to go over to my mom's house for a sleepover. I might be staying 2 nights at her house. I love going to mom's house. Mom and I are both readers. We're both very cozy girls, so expect a lot of cozy vibes when I'm over at her house. Hi everyone. So reading update. I am now on page 80. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Okay, well, I am on page 80, chapter 11, and I'm still really enjoying it. It's very fast paced, gets into the story straight away, and now the two love interests are talking, and yeah, I'm having a really good time. It's a very interesting sort of premise, and the writing is very nostalgic kind of for me. I don't know why, but it sort of reminds me of Stephanie Garber's writing a little bit. It's not as like descriptive, but there's something about it that reminds me of Stephanie Garber. I don't know why. Specifically, the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I honestly don't know why. This could just be me, but there's something about it that reminds me of it. I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know. I can't explain it, but I'm really enjoying it. Mom and I are about to go to a cafe, so I'm gonna bring this with me because I'm gonna read and she's gonna listen to her audiobook. She's on the second book in the Last Hour series, which I think is Chain of Iron. I'm pretty sure. Chain of Iron? Yeah. Chain of Iron. Why do I keep saying change? But yeah, she's really enjoying it, so she can't wait. And yeah, I will take you guys along with me. Didn't say hi, Mom? Hi. Guys, look at my mom's hair. I don't know if you can see. Mom's shy. Look at it. Look how gorgeous and like long it is. You can't really tell because you're wearing navy. Feeding the baby. Guess what she sees? Let's get time. That's where I got burger tacos. guys, so mom and I are back from our little outie. We had the best time. The best time. Nothing amazing happened. We just really enjoy each other's company, and mom and I both really enjoy the simple things in life. Like, we absolutely love it. To do the simple things in life with someone you love is just chef's kiss. We went to a cafe, got coffee, sat there, read our books. Well, I read, she listened to our audiobook. Then we went to the $2 shop just because I had to buy, I'll show you. I bought brown wrapping paper because I'm gonna wrap all of my to be read books, and then I'm gonna number them each and then get like a random number generator to choose the number, and then I'm gonna select my July TBR doing that. So it's gonna be a bit more fun and just kind of changing things up because I've done the TBR jar video the last like 5 times, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm really excited to do that. But while we were in the $2 shop, mom bought this big pack of gel pens because she likes to listen to audiobooks, but she gets bored with her hands while listening to audiobooks. She's like, I want to do something. She's got this coloring in book. I don't know if you can see. So she's gonna, this is so cute, like color in her little coloring in book while she listens to audiobooks, just to kind of like keep her hands occupied. It's so cute. I did say she should get like proper coloring in pens, but she really wanted her gel pens. And while we were at the counter, we saw these mini pink Vaselines, and we were like, we just have to get this. So I'm so excited. Oh, it's so cute, guys. Like, this is so cute. Update, guys, reading update. I'm now on page 131 of The Crimson Moth, and in the last like 50 pages I went from really liking the book to loving the book, absolutely loving it. So that's just a really good sign. So I'm like almost a third through. I think I am I a third? Yeah, I think I am a third through, almost there. Absolutely loving it so much, and I honestly can't wait to go back to reading it. We also got some fudge. We walked past this shop, and we've walked past it a few times before, and we always look at it, we're like, oh, we should get some fudge. And today was the day we felt very drawn to get some fudge. We got 2 hazelnut fudges, and I'm gonna give one of them to my fiance, and then we'll have the other one. And then we also got a chocolate raspberry fudge, as well as a Biscoff flavored fudge. So that's gonna be so good. I am gonna try them because I really want to see what they taste like, and I can't wait. I'm just gonna eat straight from the bar. I already asked mom, and she said she doesn't care if I do that. So I was gonna cut it, but I feel like it's more satisfying to, you know? Oh my god, guys. Mom, it's like Nutella. Guys, this feels like eating Nutella, but better. Oh my god. Mom, you have to try this. But I think I'll try the Biscoff one next. Mom, I think you'll love the Lotus one. It tastes like Russian fudge.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite. And we'll try the chocolate raspberry. Ooh, this one looks good. This one's good too. That was good, guys, but the star of the show is this one, the hazelnut one. Oh my god. I have to go in. Guys, this book has me blushing, giggling, and kicking my feet. There's a scene that's happening right now and I am just eating it up. Eating it up. I'm really loving this book. I'm getting 5-star vibes. I don't want to jinx myself because I am only a third through, but I'm just getting that vibe. Hi besties. I look like a little potato in my hoodie. It is so cold here. It is so cold. It is officially winter. It is officially winter in New Zealand. Like, I am shaking in my boots. I'm literally wearing a long sleeve, another long sleeve, and my hoodie, and I'm still a little bit cold. I also live in a very like well insulated, everyone says it differently and I never know which one I say. Neither sounded natural to me then. Well insulated, whatever. It's double glazed, so like it's a very warm apartment and I'm still cold. That could just be me though. I get cold very easily. Anyways, I thought I would give you guys a reading update on The Crimson Moth. I don't know if I already said in the beginning of the video, but I will clarify just in case I haven't said it. This is the same book as The Heartless Hunter. So I think the US version, it's called Heartless Hunter. It's got a different cover. But here, I think this is the UK version. It's The Crimson Moth. And I know it's called the Crimson Moth series, but for me, like, the book is just called The Crimson Moth. Anyways, I'm on chapter 44, page 304, and I am loving it. Like, I am literally loving every aspect of this book. This book just reaffirms to me why I love fantasy romance so much. It's kind of got everything I want from a fantasy romance, like really good tension between the two main characters. Then you've got like actual enemies, like they've got completely different beliefs within like the political system, like, you know, actual proper enemies. Good writing, good banter, just good everything. This is a really good book. I'm devouring it, absolutely devouring it. What I love about this book is you are never bored. Not even for 1 minute have I been bored in this book. It's just instantly into the action, instantly into like the banter, the relationships, the chit chats. This author really doesn't like faff around. She really gets to the point. She doesn't like give you 5 pages of like descriptions of something that like doesn't add to the story. Like, everything is really good. There's a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of good backstory. Like, it's never boring. And I really appreciate that, because sometimes with fantasy romance, and I do appreciate it for world building reasons, but sometimes you just get a lot of extra stuff added that kind of drags the book out, and you're sort of like, come on, like, get to the story, what's happening. Not The Crimson Moth. So this is just a fantastic book. Like, I am loving it. I definitely recommend this book to someone who may be in a reading slump. I just made myself a coffee, so I'm gonna drink my coffee and finish this book today. You already know it's probably gonna be a 5-star. I'm just getting those feelings, guys. I'm having such a good time. Like, I'm just really, really loving this book. Oh, that's good. It's a good coffee. Oh yeah. Oh. You know those days when your coffee just hits like extra hard? Like, that's one of those days for me. It tastes superb. It is currently Monday, 24th of June. It is almost 12:20 p.m. so it is my lunchtime. I am working from home today, hence the work from home attire. When it's winter, I am in my hoodie when I'm working from home. That's just what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna have my little coffee and finish this book. I feel like this book is gonna put me in a slump because of how much I'm enjoying it. I really hope not. But yeah, anyways, let's drink coffee and finish this book. I just know this book is gonna end on some sort of cliffhanger, and when's the second book gonna come out? Oh no. Back to it. Oh my goodness, you look so cute. Okay guys, I'm just about to go off to the gym. I finished work, but do you know what else I finished? I need to read the second book immediately. When is the second book coming out? February 18th next year. That's not too bad. Sometimes it's like over a year. That's not too bad. It's like 7 months though. I will go into much more detail when I do my June wrapped up, but just know, 5-star. Devoured this book, ate it up. I think I already said this, but it's got every element that I love in a fantasy romance. I feel like the author went inside of my brain and was like, what does this girl like? And she just put it in here, specifically for me. No, obviously it's not just me. It seems like everyone is loving this book. And unlike Fourth Wing, Fourth Wing had a lot more hype, but this is also getting hyped up sort of like out of nowhere. Like out of nowhere, this is getting hyped up. Unlike Fourth Wing, I do believe that this one is worth the hype. Don't get me wrong, Fourth Wing was pretty good, but it did not deserve the hype that it got, in my opinion. Like, and I know it was like the marketing, publishing team and stuff, but it was just like average at best, in my humble opinion. Whereas this, to me, is like just a perfect fantasy romance. If you have never read fantasy romance before, I feel like this would be a really good gateway book into it, because it's YA, it's really easy to follow, not super heavy on world building, very good like tension, enemies to lovers, just good, just so good. I highly recommend, and yeah, I'll go into more detail when I do my June wrap up, but loved it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you've read this book too. So good. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.